Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in my support of the Hertel Amendment to break the tie bar to these bills, and I'm happy to discuss them. We reviewed these bills in the Economic Development and Small Business Committee and did not vote them out. And I think one of the things that's really important is that we grapple with the reality of the situation. As of September 1st, nationwide, there were about 4,600 lawsuits that had been filed with businesses related to COVID-19. 9 of them, 9 across the entire country, were employees filing lawsuits against their employer related to protections or lack thereof related to COVID-19. A majority of those lawsuits were related to insurance disputes, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. But what this says is that we are granting blanket liability protections to employers at a time when all of the employers that I talk to say that their biggest issue right now is getting employees to come back to work. And many of those employees are scared. They want to come back to work. They don't want to receive unemployment. They want to get back to their jobs. They want their kids to go back to school. They want things to go back to normal. But they're not going to go to a workplace that they see has no responsibility for them as an employee, that has blanket liability protections, that if they get sick at work, that their employer is not responsible for that. We've already seen some of our farm workers and the groups representing farm workers come out in opposition to these bills for those exact reason, that we want to make sure that there are worker protections, that we want to make sure that everybody is doing the right thing, and that we don't create a space where employers who are not doing the right thing, who are not encouraging their employees to wear masks or social distance or wash their hands or do the things that we all know need to be done for us to open and reopen and stay open safely, that we're not creating a space where they are not responsible for those basic protections with their employees. And the unintended consequence, considering that these are bills in search of a problem, given that we have not seen litigation at the scale that many of the business groups say that we are, is that it might scare people from going back to work. And when I talk to every single employer, that is the biggest issue. How do we get people back to work safely? Thank you, and I'd like my remarks printed in the Journal.